Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. Before we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, I'd just like to say today is very, very auspicious day actually. Today is Vasant Panchami. So Vasant Panchami is this is the first day of spring, and the deities will all be dressed in yellow today, in Vrindavan especially. Yellow, or they were yellow and green. So first day of spring, and the deities are very, very beautifully dressed, lot of leaves, flowers. And then today is also the appearance of Srimati Vishnu Priya. Vishnu Priya Devi, she was the wife of Lord Chaitanya. So she's his eternal consort, of course. And she is known to be the expansion, or she's directly, they say, she's directly Satyabhama. Satyabhama in Krishna Leela is coming in Chaitanya Leela as Vishnu Priya Devi. So she is the second wife of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya had married twice. But then, of course, after Lord Chaitanya took sannyas, she was very young that time. She was 14. And she lived her life like completely absorbed in separation from Lord Chaitanya. Whole day she would chant. How much ever she would chant, that many grains of rice she would keep aside. That's all she would cook to eat. You know, of course, she was taking very good care of Sachi Mata, the mother of Lord Chaitanya. But for herself, she was doing great austerity penances and in separation, completely in separation from Lord Chaitanya. Vipralamba Seva. So for us, it may seem that, oh, so much suffering. How come so much suffering? But on the spiritual platform, this is the highest happiness that one can feel. Love in separation. That's what Lord Chaitanya actually came to teach us. Love in separation. Vipralamba Seva. Today is also the day of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. You know, we are singing every morning the Guru Ashtakam. He's the one who wrote Guru Ashtakam. Samsara Dava, we are reading, we are singing. So he's penned it, he's written it. And okay, so that is Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that it's his disappearance day. Also appearance day of Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Rishabhanu, Srimati Radharani's father. In Chaitanya Leela, he comes as Pundarik Vidyanidhi. When Mukunda took Gadadhar to meet Pundarik Vidyanidhi, he told him, I'm going to take you to meet a Mahabhagavat. When Gadadhar Pandit saw Pundarik Vidyanidhi, he said, how he's saying a Mahabhagavat looks like a Vishayi to me, looks like a Bhogi to me. He's wearing like all jewelry, so much jewelry, such opulent clothes. His hair is like oiled and he has scents and he's sitting on a chula. And there's like so much variety of food next to him. Servants are fanning him. And he's chewing pan. His, you know, to spit the pan also, that pot is also made of gold. Like so, Gadadhar Pandit, a simple brahmachari, is thinking, how? He's telling me he's a Mahabhagavat. Mukunda could understand, so he started reciting a word from Bhagavatam, Ahobaki, that the that Putana, that how Krishna, Putna came to kill him with Kalakuta. But Krishna gave her the mercy, made him his nurse in Vrindavan. By hearing, as soon as Pundarik Vidyanidhi heard this verse, he became ecstatic. He threw everything down, started rolling on the ground. Like all the ecstatic symptoms on him. Like this Gadadhar could understand that, oh wow, he's really a Bhagavad. I misunderstood him. I thought he's an ordinary sense enjoyer, showing off his wealth and enjoying his wealth. But no, he's a Bhagavad actually. So he felt he had committed an offense to Pundarik Vidyanidhi, and in consultation with Lord Chaitanya, he took initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi also said, I'm very happy to have such a nice brahmachari disciple as you, to Gadadhar Pandit. Today is also the appearance day of Raghunandan Thakur. Raghunandan Thakur, just a small boy. His father told him, I'm going out for some work. Today you make the offering to the deity. So he told him, okay, you do like this, like this, like this. So you offer like this food to the deity, to Gopinathji. Then Raghunandan was 5 years old. So he made the offering how his father taught him. Then when he came back, his father's name is Mukunda Das. So how his father Mukunda Das taught him, he did the offering. Then Raghunandan went to bring back the plate. He saw, everything is still there. Then he's like, oh, now my father will be angry that Gopinath has not eaten anything. So he started crying and crying, eat, Gopinath, please eat, eat. And Gopinath, he got so attracted by Raghunandan's simplicity that he ate all the food. So when Mukunda came back in the night, he'd asked Raghunandan that you worshipped, you offered? Yeah, I offered just like you told me. So then Mukunda told him, okay, then you bring me the prasad. He said, oh, well, Gopinath ate everything. What I'll bring you now? Mukunda started wondering, how come? My son won't lie. I'm sure he made the offering. What is he saying now? So Mukunda said, but you fed to Gopinath, but Gopinath would have left behind the prasad, no? So you bring for me that prasad. No, Baba, he ate everything. There's nothing there. So Mukunda said, okay, let me try to find out. So then next day, Mukunda told Raghunandan, after work, I'm going out. But because he wanted to see what's happening, really, he didn't have work. So Raghunandan also very nicely, again, he's telling Gopinath, please eat, please eat. My father will be angry otherwise. You please eat. So then Gopinath started eating. And then he was eating a laddu. Uh, Then he saw Mukunda was looking from behind the curtain. Then the Gopinath was actually eating the laddu. And then when he saw Mukunda, he stopped eating. So he was just in that position then. And Mukunda was like, oh my God. He was saying that Raghunandan, you're such a special boy that Gopinath is eating from your hand. And that's how Gopinath deity is now with the laddu in his hand. So this is the love of Raghunandan. He was just a small boy, and with his simplicity, how? Because he was crying and crying and telling Gopinath, you please eat, please eat. And so Gopinath also ate then. Today is also appearance of Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, he is the Prayojan Acharya. He was from a very, very rich family, actually. His parents were very rich. He was the alone sole heir, only boy in the family. But he left all his opulence. He had a beautiful wife. He tried to keep running away from the home. He wanted to go meet Lord Chaitanya. Each time he would run away, his father would send the bodyguards, bring him back. You know. Then they got him married also, and Lord Chaitanya told him that don't be like this. You stay in your family, do your duty nicely, and there will be a time when then you come to me that time. For now, you stay in your family and do your duty. So he was still a young man, and he had gone to Panihati for some work. There he got the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda told him to arrange dahi and chira, they say. It's like chipped rice, flat rice. Pawa, I think, like that. So Lord Nityananda told him, you arrange this prasad for him and his followers. So Raghunath was very happy to be able to do this service. And he arranged, and it became such a festival that Raghunath arranged for thousands of people to be fed. He arranged for huge pots of this dahi chira. One was with dahi, another one was with milk. And they were adding all sorts of fruits, all sorts of spices, and making it so excellent that people from the nearby villages were also coming for this festival. And some people could see that even Lord Chaitanya, although he was that time personally not present, but he came and took part in the festival along with Lord Nityananda, and he was enjoying to eat the dahi chira. Till today, ISKCON, they hold this festival in Panihati, and they'll arrange for this dahi and dahi chira to be served. Raghunath Das Goswami also, he is the one who, how we see Sham Kund, Radha Kund today, it's like so nice and so beautiful. So he is the one who arranged that the kund be made in such a nice way. There was one wealthy man, he was going to give this money and charity to Badri Narayan, but he was going to Badrikashram. But Badri Narayan came in his dream and said, you go to Vrindavan, you go find Raghunath, you give him the money, and you tell him, he will not take the money from you. You tell him that I've sent you. This money is to renovate this Radha Kund, Sham Kund. So even this rich man was happy to receive such a dream, and he followed the instruction of the Lord. And he went to Vrindavan, gave money to Raghunath Das. Raghunath Das himself was surprised, oh, the Lord came in your dream. So anyway, he took the money to use it for to continue with the construction of these ponds, this large kund as it is. Otherwise, it was very tiny pond before. And on this bank, Radha Kund, there were 5 trees. And that night when the construction was going on, the 5 Pandavas came in Raghunath's dream and told him, hey, we are the Pandavas, don't cut these, don't cut us. We are living here. And so Raghunath told the workers, don't cut these. And it seems that they are still living there. The Pandavas in the form of the trees, seems they are still living there. And then surrounding this Radhakund, Shamkund, also the principal 8 gopis, their kunjas are also constructed around this Radhakund, Shamkund. Lalita Devi, Vishakha Devi, the other gopis, their kunjas are also there. Raghunath Das Goswami is such a pure devotee. He was doing his bhajan without making any kutir. Just outside in Radhakund he would do. One day 2 tigers were there, coming to drink water in the kund. But Raghunath Das Goswami, he was so absorbed in his bhajan, he didn't notice. You know, Vrindavan is different now, Govardhan, Vrindavan area. Before it was like all forest area, wild animals, so these tigers were there. And one of the Goswamis was passing by, Sanatana Goswami. He saw that the tigers are there, they're drinking water. And Raghunath Das is completely absorbed in his bhajan, not realizing that these tigers are there. And then what did Sanatana Goswami say? A little further away, Krishna was there. He is watching what the tigers are doing. He's like guarding in case the tigers will do something. Krishna himself is there protecting Raghunath. So Sanatana Goswami told him, hey, what's happening? You know, Krishna is coming here to look for you. You make a kutir. So, but Raghunath was very renounced, very renounced. He still didn't make. He was still doing his bhajan outside, just there in Radhakund, you know, on the banks of Radhakund, no kutir. It was so hot one day that Radharani herself came and was covering his head with her own pallu, and she was sweating. And Sanatana Goswami again saw this, that Raghunath is so absorbed in his bhajan, he's not realizing, but Radharani is giving him shade with her own pallu. And then he's like, come on, now you know, we are supposed to be serving Radha Krishna. Now Radha Krishna is serving you. So, no, you please, now you need to make your kutir. And then Raghunath, said, okay, I'll make. So he made a simple kutir for himself. And he was very renounced. He would drink like a small cup of chash, buttermilk chash, you know, every few days, not even every day. That's all he would take. One day, he he was drinking the chash. So the person who would bring to him, he said, "Oh, where you got this cup from? It looks a little bigger." So then he said, "Oh, I got it from this Sakhi's Thali." Sakhi's Thali is like a kund of Chandravali. So immediately Raghunath Das Goswami threw it. He said, how you could bring this from Sakhi's Thali? Because Chandravali and Radharani always have some kind of competition. So Raghunath Das Goswami is so devoted to Srimati Radharani. He didn't want to accept even this cup, you know, like a made of leaves. He didn't want to have it from Chandravali's kund, from Sakhi's Thali. And he was always serving Radha Krishna, even in meditation, right? So one day the Brajvasis came, they wanted to hear from him Katha, but he was like, no, I'm too unwell today, I can't speak. What happened? Oh, I'm too unwell. So they called a a doctor. Doctor came and he checked him. He said, oh, this is because overeating, that he's eaten too much uh, rice, milk and rice kheer. So then there's like how he's rice and milk. He doesn't eat anything. He just drinks a little chash. And that also every few days. What you're speaking, you're not a good doctor. Raghunath said, no, actually it's true, you know, because in my meditation, I've overeaten. I was serving to Radha and Krishna, and there was a festival going on, and there was this rice and kheer, and I've overeaten. So we can see that he was on such a elevated platform that he was entering the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And some say that he was Rati Manjari, and some say that he is Bhanumati. Anyway, the Goswamis, they are all known to be Manjaris. Manjaris are the younger servants of the gopis. So we can see it's a very special day today. Today is also the Vyasa Puja appearance day of Nishinga Maharaj. Our Nishinga Maharaj. Also his appearance day, his Vyasa Puja today. So actually a very, very auspicious day, today. So many special things happening. So just wanted to say, and what we can do is beg these great personalities to give us a drop of devotion towards Radha and Krishna on this special day and remembering them. So, thank you for allowing me to speak a little bit on them.
Hare Krishna. So
Hare
you was explaining about Raghunath Das, Jo Laddu Gopal, like while he
Raghunandan
was
Thakur.
Raghunandan
Raghunandan.
Thakur, yeah. So
Mm,
Gopinath was eating the laddu, and the Mukunda Prabhu saw him from the, like, he was hide, but he saw while he started eating. So is this the
yeah,
Laddu Gopal same? Like
I'm
half
not sure
laddu in
because
his hand?
yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe because this is Gopinath deity. Uh,
Okay.
so
Because
I
in
know,
Laddu
like we
Gopal,
have. Mm,
yeah, Laddu Gopal have half laddu in his hand. Like small Laddu Gopal, we praying. So
yeah,
in one hand, one hand he has laddu, half laddu.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
here we are hearing that this is Gopinath, so I'm not sure if it's the same
Mm,
deity.
okay.
Maybe, maybe not.
Hmm. Just I'm relating, like maybe
Yeah,
there is something,
maybe.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
So certainly such great personalities, their special days today. So very, very auspicious day today. Okay. We'll read a bit from Bhagavatam. We'll continue from Canto 8 of Bhagavatam. You're on chapter 12. So we heard that how the fight between Bali and Indra, and then the fighting was going on. The demigods won. Brahmaji told Narad Muni, okay, you tell demigods now enough fighting. And then Narad Muni also told the demons, take Bali Maharaj to Shukracharya, who's helping to revive him because he was so seriously wounded. So we're going to continue reading. Adi antav asya yan madhyam.
Adi antav asya yan madhyam.
Idam anyad aham bahi.
Idam anyat aham
aham.
bahe.
Yato yasya naitani.
Yato vyasyasya netani.
Tat satyam brahmachit bhavan.
Tat satyam brahmachit
bhavan.
bhavan.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The manifest, the unmanifest, false ego, and the beginning, maintenance, and annihilation of this cosmic manifestation all come from you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But because you are the Absolute Truth, the Supreme Absolute Spirit Soul, the Supreme Brahman, such changes as birth, death, and sustenance do not exist in you. Oh yeah, after that, then Lord Shiva goes to Madhusudan to tell him with a desire because he wants to see the Mohinī roop. But before he puts in his request, he's been praising, glorifying the Lord. So we are hearing this nice glorification of Krishna by Lord Shiva. According to the Vedic mantras, Yato va imani bhutani jayante. Everything is an emanation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 7.4. Bhumi rapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhi revacha. Ahankara iti yam me bhinna prakritir ashtadha. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these 8 comprise my separated material energies. So these 5 gross elements and 3 subtle elements. Yeah, Krishna is saying they're coming from Him. He's the creator. He is the one who's created. We just find these things: earth, water, fire, air, ether. We are just finding it. But who's made them? You know, we can transform these from one to another, but we didn't create it, certainly. So who's the creator? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, He's the creator. Mind, intelligence, and false ego. How much we struggle with our minds, with our intelligence, our false ego. So this also, Krishna is created. So in other words, the ingredients of the cosmic manifestation also consist of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This does not mean, however, that because the ingredients come from Him, He is no longer complete. Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate. Because He's a complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from Him, He remains the complete balance. So Sri Ishopanishad tells us, it doesn't mean that because He is created this material world, that everything is coming from Him, so that now He's finished. Now He doesn't have anything more to give. No, He's complete, and whatever He creates is complete. This universe in itself is complete. The earth in itself is complete. The human body in itself is complete. Yeah? So He is complete whole, and He's creating these unlimited complete units. Thus the Lord is called Avyaya, inexhaustible. From the material terms, we think, if I have 1,000, from 1,000, if I give away somebody 400, I have only 600 left. So someone may think, oh, Krishna, now he's put aside his wealth in the material world, now his wealth is less. No, he's complete, unlimited. It all belongs to Him. Thus the Lord is called Aya. Unless we accept the absolute truth as Achintya Bheda, Abheda, simultaneously one and different, we cannot have a clear conception of the absolute truth. Simultaneous, one and different. Equal with Him in quality, but completely different in quantity. The Lord is the root of everything. Aham Adirhi Devanam. He is the original cause of all the devas or demigods. So even the demigods are created by Krishna. And Krishna as Paramatma is also sitting in the heart of the demigods. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. Everything emanates from Him. In all cases, nominative, objective, positive, negative, and so on. Whatever we may conceive of in this entire cosmic manifestation is in fact the Supreme Lord. So everything is coming from Krishna. There's nothing that is not created by Krishna. There is no soul that is not part and parcel of Krishna. Whether we are in body of animal or human being or demon or demigod, we are all part and parcel of Krishna. For Him, there are no such distinctions as this is mine and this belongs to someone else, because He is everything. For everything is His energy, right? Everything belongs to Krishna. For us, we say, this is mine, this is somebody else's, because not everything belongs to us. But for Krishna, everything belongs to Him. He's therefore called Avyaya, changeless and inexhaustible. Because the Supreme Lord is Avyaya, He is the absolute truth, the fully spiritual Supreme Brahman. So the Brahman is also coming from him. He's the absolute truth, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Avyaya, changeless and inexhaustible. Any comments, questions? Okay. Let's see if this is very long, then we won't get into it. Don't have. So should we stop here? Did anyone want to have any comments? Did anyone want to add anything? Any thoughts? No? So then we'll stop here because this next one seems to be a little longer. Then we'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. I think so. When we say that I, like when we start connecting that this is mine or I and mine, then that is false ego, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. And then everything we are doing for me and mine, me and mine.
Me and mine. Yeah, sorry, not I. Yeah, me and mine. So
Yeah, that's our false ego. That's right. Yeah.
So the 8 things, like the 5 material elements, and then mind, intelligence, and false ego also belongs to
Yeah,
Krishna. So why the false ego comes in that? Belongs to
he's
Krishna.
created it. False
He's
ego is
created.
also created by Krishna. Yeah, it's also a material element. It's very subtle. That's why it's so difficult to give up. You know, the subtler the element, the more difficult to give it up. Gross elements are easier to give up, but then the more subtle, the more difficult. And the creation happens first, the false ego is created. First, the subtle elements are created, then the gross elements are created. And when the destruction happens, first the gross elements are destroyed, then the subtle elements are destroyed. So, mind, intelligence, false ego, these are also material elements. They are the subtle elements. Also created by Krishna. Because of the false ego, we think of ourselves as separate from Krishna.
So then that is Maya, no?
Yeah, that's right. That is Maya. All these elements are coming under the category of Maya: earth, water, fire, air, ether.
Okay.
They're all coming in the Maya category.
Oh, good.
In the spiritual world, everything is, there are no material elements. Everything is spiritual. Satchid Ananda. So the false ego, then the false ego is thinking separate from Krishna. The real ego is thinking, I am servant of Krishna. So we may not yet think, we may not yet realize it, but when we work to please Krishna, gradually, our false ego can be purified and we can be situated in our real ego then.
So the real ego is that, yeah, we are not this body. We are
Yeah,
the spirit soul, right? So that is
that's
a big.
right. That's right. False ego is thinking I'm this body, me and mine. I'm this body, everything relating to this body is mine. So how to get out now of this false ego? We hear and chant about Krishna. The more we hear and chant about Krishna, our false ego will get purified and we will have our real ego then.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
He
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
and
Thank
the
you all
teacher.
for listening.